This podcast is created for storytelling, commentary, and educational purposes. The information presented is based on publicly available sources, interviews, research, news, reporting, and relevant online discussions available at the time of recording. Some details may be condensed or paraphrased for clarity. Opinions expressed by hosts, guests, interviewees, or individuals quoted from public sources are their own. We strive for accuracy and welcome verified corrections or updates.
This is only our third episode, and we could use the support now more than ever. 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts is the #1 way to help the show out.
And if you want, we also have some pretty cool merch with our branding all over it in really cool ways. And also, they're designed for yours truly. So go check it out if you want. Free shipping on all orders over $30 US dollars.
US dollars.
Kevin-tv.myshopify.com.
Well, that being said, I'd love nothing more than to tee up the host for today's episode. It's me. Thank you. Thank you. The time has come. The first ever producer episode.
We're going to make merch saying, that being said.
Same avenue. Same brain.
Mine is with that said. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. With that said, so while you, the viewer, or the listener, already know the title of today's show, the three sisters sitting in front of me are about to find out for the first time right now. Also, what's a guy got to do to get a drum roll around here?
That's on the sound effects end of things, I think.
We don't have a budget for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Episode 3 is Not Letting You Go. A little bit different.
Oh, I got chills.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Are they multiplying?
And I'm losing
It took me a second.
I thought you were talking about the title. It's just
What were you singing?
Hairbrush.
You're the one that I want.
Oh, okay, you were singing the right song. Jay's just like hairbrush. I don't know. That doesn't even have anything to do with any of it.
Is
Is that a play?
Hairspray.
Yes. So, Not Letting You Go. Let's get into it. Not a Murder Podcast is produced and distributed by Cabin Television LLC. Check our website out at cabintelly.com. CABINTELE.com. Enjoy the show. Quick note for the purposes of this story, to keep individuals anonymous who wish to be, I'll be referring to some individuals by their titles or relations to each other rather than their names. This does not apply for the hero of today's story, who I will be using the real name of. Okay, on with the episode. Our story today takes place in the state of Oregon, just a few hundred yards south of the Washington state border. Our hero for today's story is an individual by the name of Taylor Root. The articles I'll be referencing in this story are mainly reports from the New York Times, People.com, Inside Edition, USA Today, Fox, local news stations like KGNS and KLTV, as well as a couple items from the internet like discussions on Reddit, Facebook, and also the hero's personal TikTok page. But all the links used for research of this story will be down in the description as always. I was able to confirm the following things about our hero at the time of the incident. Number 1 is he was an aspiring YouTuber and outdoor vlogger. His videos primarily focused on showcasing picturesque outdoor treks, scenic trails, landscapes across just the Pacific Northwest. He also frequently hiked with a GoPro action camera strapped to his body or held on a selfie stick. And that's exactly what he was doing on this day in Oregon at the Columbia River Gorge, which means we also have the POV video of the hero saving the day for today's story.
Whoa.
FYI,
Wait, this guy actually sounds like you, Jay.
I was wondering
I wonder
if
why you
anyone's
chose
gonna
so
say
true.
Yeah. It's pronounced Oregon if you don't want to get haters.
that. Ooh, I kind of do want to get haters.
Clickbait.
No, that's a good tip. I was going to look
Rage
that
bait.
up and then I just didn't do it. Oregon?
I feel like it's up for debate.
Oregon.
Some people say Oregon.
Let us know in
I've
the
always
It
heard
comments.
makes me
that.
think of the Oregon Trail.
That's
Like the
literally what
old-
I'm
Exactly.
That's true.
And while this story will be on a trail today, it won't be the Oregon Trail.
I do love watching that kind of content on YouTube, especially when I'm going on a trip, like specifically into those areas. I'm like, somebody just put on a GoPro and do the hike for me so I know if I can do it or not.
Literally. So yeah, Julia was kind of on the money. My next line was, I don't know about you three, but I'm loving this guy so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, so more or less that's actually all we have gathered about Taylor just from pulling from online reports of the incident. I'll also be saying the name of his social channels towards the end of this episode, but they are linked below if you're not wanting to wait for some reason. So one day before the incident, Taylor specifically recalls in reports that he got some food at a nearby Panda Express. As always, when you eat at Panda Express or most any Asian restaurant, you receive a fortune cookie complimentary with your meal. Not thinking much of it, Taylor, upon finishing his meal, rips open that plastic cookie wrapper, snaps open the cookie right at the center. He carefully pulls on both sides of the cookie, separating into two halves more and more.
So he's opening a fortune cookie. Got it.
We're getting there. We'll see. And eventually, that tiny white slip of paper that we all know and love is revealed from its tasty little tomb, baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Crispy!
And he reads the fortune to himself. And he thinks, Then he tosses it into his cup holder of his car and he goes about his day. It wasn't until after the incident that he is quoted saying about the very same fortune. Quote, "They're right every time, baby. They're right every time." Unquote. And what did that fortune read exactly? Well, you'll find out near the end of our story. This story is absolutely wild and thus went absolutely viral after multiple news sources posted the GoPro footage to their own YouTube channels.
Wait, when was this?
We'll hold that thought. So
Okay.
we're talking tens of millions of views, viral. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of our listeners or Olivia have even seen this video before, but just haven't actually heard the full story. And yes, I will be showing you the video here in a sec, and it does have some pretty heart-pumping audio attached to it, so our audio listeners won't feel left out. And I can confirm through Google that this day in particular was a great day for hiking, with clear blue skies and great trail visibility with highs in the comfortable 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21.1 degrees Celsius. On this particular day, Wednesday, June 14th, 2023, to be exact, Taylor Root, who we already know is an avid hiker and has his own nature YouTube channel, filming and sharing his hikes through nature, just so happens to be doing this exact same thing on this Wednesday morning. And as mentioned, on this Wednesday morning, hours or minutes before, Taylor was making his way up the 11 switchbacks that scale 4,035 feet of vertical elevation, according to All Trails. So do you guys know what switchbacks are? Just in case anyone...
Yeah. They're brutal.
Yeah. So it's basically,
They're
for our
dizzying.
listeners who don't know hiking, it's basically just like a what?
It's like a zigzag up the mountain.
Yeah.
Exactly. So 4,035 feet of vertical elevation, which is roughly the height of a 336-story building, just for reference. Taylor is in great shape from all these hikes he's taken and captured over the years, and thus frequently needs to pass slower individuals on the trail just to like maintain his pace. Any avid hiker knows to approach passing someone on the trail with as much courtesy as possible, like on your left, or just, waiting for a larger part of the trail to do it nicely. On the Larch Mountain Trail, however, courtesy is especially important because some parts of this trail are like really freaking narrow, and they are mostly loose dirt, rock, and you might have maybe 2-3 feet of width at any given point on the trail. To make things worse, this is not a looped trail, so it's an out and back, meaning you have traffic moving both ways on these puny trails. Oh, and you also literally have like a drop to your death on one side of you at almost all times.
It's always that awkward moment when you're hiking behind somebody and you're like just a little faster than them. So you have to like really push to get past them. So you're not like too slow behind them. But then you're really gassed and they're starting to catch up with you after you just passed them.
That is literally terrifying, though. I've been in a scenario, I've been on a trail like this, and I almost had a panic attack. So I'm like right there with you.
Was it Angel's
Yeah,
Landing?
it's disorienting.
No, it was in Scotland at the, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was like a foot
Narrow.
wide.
Yeah.
And it was storming. So I'm like picturing myself there while you talk, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't do that one. I think that's the one in,
The Curang, that's what it's called.
Because we did Three
Curang.
Sisters instead, and it was so foggy you couldn't see anything anyway. But
Terrifying.
yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, I'm picturing Angel's Landing where you're literally hanging onto chains trying to...
I wouldn't do that. I
It
really
was
wouldn't.
so scary. People would just have to like stand off to the side on a cliff's edge to let you
think
pass.
It's not far from that. It's not quite on the mountain, but it's in the mountain, if that makes sense. And you'll see a lot of this in the video, but it's definitely not something that you just want to like jaunts up to and be like, I'm going to go on today.
You have to be careful.
Exactly. And I'll get into some of the safety details later. But like I said, literally drop to your death on one side of you pretty much at all times. So Taylor often has to pass these individuals on the trail, and he is quoted saying that he remembers on this particular day up the mountain passing two women on the trail who appeared to be a mother and a daughter if he had to guess. And the only other thing that he noted on them in particular is that they appeared to be having a nice day, just on their way up to see Multnomah Falls.
Wait, are we talking daughter like 10 years old or daughter like 20 years old?
He didn't give specifics, but for the purpose of the story, we're talking like probably Olivia's or your age, roughly.
Okay,
maybe.
So adults.
Yeah.
An adult daughter.
age,
And
yeah.
Okay.
20 to 30. And you heard me say Multnomah Falls. And while many of you might be like me when you hear Multnomah Falls and be like, never fucking heard of it. And you will be just as humbled as I when you look up the image or when I show it to you right now, because this is Multnomah Falls.
Dang.
Does it look familiar? If this waterfall does look familiar, it's probably because it's one of the most photographed waterfalls in the world. Okay, so back to Taylor, who has just passed a mother and daughter duo on his way up the trail. And this ain't your standard Oregon Trail, folks. With this being an out and back trail, once you reach the top out, you eventually got to go back. And once Taylor has reached the top, that's exactly what he was starting to do. He was heading down the mountain, same direction he just came up, when all of a sudden he hears screams of terror. And they're coming from just up the trail, maybe like 100, 200 feet away. In fact, it sounds like it's coming from those two women that he just passed just minutes ago. With zero hesitation. Go ahead.
they're below him or above him?
So at this point, he would be hearing the screams coming from below him.
Okay.
Because you said up the trail, so I'm thinking in front of him.
Yeah, well, I guess I think I said up because if he's heading that way, it's like kind of up the trail for him. But yeah, down the trail.
Oh, so he already turned around.
Yeah, he's reached the top. He's done what he wanted to do. He looked at the sights, and now he's beginning to head down when he starts to hear the screams. Yeah. Sorry.
So he had passed the women earlier and
yeah,
beat them up there. Okay.
exactly. Yeah. So he hears these screams of terror, and without hesitation, he just starts running. GoPro already recording. Like we said, he's always vlogging these things. So he's confused. He saw two women on the way up. He's hearing two very different screams, but now, even as he gets within like feet of this situation, he's only seeing one of the women, and it's the younger looking one. We'll be referring to her as the daughter moving forward. And it's pretty much exactly where this video starts that I'm about to play. And I've broken up this video into a bunch of different chunks, and this first section is 6 seconds long, but the full video is like a minute and a half. This was posted by the New York Times, and remember, you're seeing Taylor's POV in this. So here's the first clip.
Help, thank you.
Okay. So
I
that's
have
it.
seen this. Sorry.
You have. I thought somebody
Yeah.
would have seen it. It's very, very, very popular.
I just didn't know the story behind it at all.
Ooh, now I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I get to tell you about it.
I feel like he was like going so fast. I feel like he was like leaping like a deer to get
No,
there.
straight up. And you saw that trail. So
That's the
that
most
trail is pretty much how I
impressive.
described it. How would you guys describe that trail to the viewers?
So rocky, like easily
can
you could
pull it up.
trip.
I'll play it one more time.
All the roots.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
almost
you can't
that's the
tell
kind
until
you
you
stare
get
at
up
your
to
feet.
it that there's like a cliff there. Like it looks like trees.
You really can't.
And one thing I want to mention is there's a couple reports, and I won't say which ones, but they pissed me off because they reported that this happened on a paved area of the trail.
Oh.
And I'm like,
no.
motherfucker, did you see the video? And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
not
that
good.
just
No,
makes
like one wrong
this look like a
step.
less, yeah. It dumbs down the situation when it definitely
That's the
was
kind of
not that.
hike where you almost can't look up while you're walking
Yeah.
to even
Yeah.
enjoy your surroundings because you have to watch where your feet are going.
Is that GoPro like taped to his head or something? Or attached
So
to
it's
his head?
strapped to his chest. So I actually have a
Oh,
GoPro
okay.
right here. It would basically just be like here, and you have like a strap that
It's like a
mounts it here.
POV.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So for our audio listeners, you guys just kind of described what you were seeing. And that was the first 6 seconds. So it really just kind of keeps getting more insane from here. I'm actually going to play it the next 3 seconds really quickly, just so you can sort of kind of hear what the dialogue is. So let's do that real quick.
Help, thank you. Sorry. I got her by the foot.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay. What did you just hear her say?
So she went face first.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it sounded like she said thank you before he
She
even
said,
like,
thank you. Sorry, I got her by the foot.
Exactly. Yep. The first
my
thing she said
gosh.
was thank you and sorry.
that is
That's
the most
insane.
female experience.
Literally. Sorry to inconvenience you with my mother
Could you
falling
hold my-
face first off a cliff.
Literally. Oh my God.
insane. And I feel like we can all just kind of like picture ourselves somewhat in this situation because we all have been hiking. Like we've gone on that Asheville hike for
Yeah.
Julie's wedding or whatever. Like that wasn't the same, but like situations like this where you're just like, holy shit. But it's crazy.
That's like what every time I'm even close to a cliff, whether I'm in a car, driving, whatever, I'm imagining myself going over the edge.
Well, you remember that time we were in the car when we were in college and we almost drove off a cliff because we hit a massive pothole?
You
Yeah.
almost drove off
I
a cliff?
almost drove us
This
off
is
a
true.
cliff.
Julia was
I
driving.
was say, let's get specific here.
All right. That pothole was not, I was not expecting that.
That
to
was a
happen.
big pothole. That thing came out of nowhere.
It really did. It jumped out at me.
Yeah, because I remember it went like pew, pew, pew,
Yeah.
back and forth like that.
Yeah.
I was like, straighten out. You're like, I can't.
That was crazy. But so basically, with all this, what we know from reporting sources is that the mother had lost her footing on the steep dirt embankment, slid down the very steep incline head first, leaving her hanging precariously over a sheer cliffside drop that overlooked the waterfall canyon below. The daughter reacted instantly and managed to miraculously, using only one hand, grab her mom just by the foot before she went over the cliff. So holding her in
That's
place,
crazy.
just screaming for help until
Also a hero.
until Taylor
Do we
runs
have
up.
any idea how long it took Taylor to get there after the mom fell? Like, how long was she holding her mom up?
He said he heard the screams coming from about 100 to 200 feet away, and based on the speed he was running, like maybe 15 seconds, like at the most,
Okay.
if he's in good
Okay.
shape. But
she had her
keep
by
in mind
one
this
foot?
trail too. Yeah, she had her
Yeah.
by 1 foot and one arm at the moment. She was just like grabbing by one arm. It's
And
crazy.
you have to imagine, like, even a small adult is like 120 to 130 pounds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how big these people are, but like to hold on, this woman looks kind of smaller, but to hold on that much weight.
This woman isn't big by any means, but this is going to be hard for anyone who's not a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
She's
And
at
to
a
not go
very
over
steep
with her.
incline. Yeah,
I cannot believe she even managed to grab her foot.
I know. Insane. But that catches us up to where we're at in this video. So Taylor ran up, assisted when you heard the screams. So before I play this next clip, are there any questions that I haven't answered yet?
No.
Okay. Because this next part is a little bit longer. It's 16 seconds. And it's the part that dang near brought me to tears the first couple times I watched it, because you'll hear what the mother says. Let's take a listen.
Oh, Mom, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get you.
We're gonna figure out how
We're
to
gonna get you. I'm trying to grab on. Tell me what to do.
Hold on, just stay right where you're at. Let's figure out what to do real quick.
Mom, it's gonna be okay.
No.
Wait, Mom,
You're not going anywhere.
We got you. Okay.
Here, grab my hand with this
Mom,
hand.
grab his hand. You got.
Did she say, let me go?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
She said,
why?
let me go. Who's to say
I think
exactly?
she's worried her daughter's gonna go over with her.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
That's the
wow.
most
That
likely
hurts.
assumption. But we are calling them mother and daughter because they do want to remain anonymous. So they didn't do any reports or interviews after this, and we don't know their names.
Okay.
So there's really only assumption as far as what was going through their minds during this event. But it's
I
such a
can't believe
crazy
she's-
sentence to utter to someone as you're literally hanging over a cliffside, 200-foot drop to a waterfall. Let me go. A true
I'm wondering,
selfless statement.
like, they were able to say, like, stay where you are. So there must have been some thing she was, like, leaning, you know, like, not fully.
It's not 90 degrees, right? So it's probably,
Okay.
I don't know, 20,
Yeah.
30 degree slope. I mean, it's what you probably picture on any hike.
So she's not dangling. She's
not
probably like
dangling.
on a very steep slope, like touching the
Yeah, exactly.
Taylor sounded so calm. And even the daughter, she's like, she almost even had like a nervous laugh. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to let you go. Like, you're
Yeah.
going to be fine.
And the fact that he's like, let's figure this out. We need to figure out what to do. Like, not just panic reacting and making it worse. Like, okay, we're going to figure this out.
Yeah. No, you could tell like throughout this whole interaction, the mom and the daughter are just trying to be so polite and like not inconvenience. Just like, just let him help. Like, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's funny.
Literally.
But yeah, true selfless statement from the mother. And it's honestly like another hero moment within our hero story, which is kind of cool along with the hero. Like all three of the people in this are heroes and it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So before I play the next part, I want to ask the three of you, what could this next clip possibly contain that would make this situation even more crazy? Like, I don't know. And I'll give you a hint. I actually already said it and you probably just didn't even realize it.
Rain?
I already know, so.
Okay, don't say it, Olivia.
A rock slide.
I'm
A
thinking like
wild
something
animal.
weather, yeah.
Just a mountain goat.
A bear.
Just a mountain
A cougar.
and then a cougar appears. A cedar?
No. Good guess, though.
Taylor Falls.
Another good guess. Also wrong. But you'll just have to see in this next 19-second clip that I'm about to play for you. Here we go.
I'm scared.
You're not going anywhere.
I got you, okay?
Here, grab my hand with this
Mom,
hand.
grab his hand. You got it, okay? Okay.
Can you grab this foot and I'm gonna pull her whole arm?
I grabbed your foot?
No, her foot.
Wait,
Because I'm gonna
which
grab
foot?
her.
Sorry.
This foot that I have. You gotta hold on both. Try to hold on both feet.
I can't. I only have one arm.
She only has one arm.
She only has one arm.
Daughter.
Oh.
The one who rescued her mom.
With one arm?
One arm. You might remember me saying she had lunged for her mom with one arm and grabbed her leg with one arm because she only had one arm.
That's crazy.
I'm even more impressed now.
That's a strong
I don't know
freaking
how she
arm.
didn't go over the edge with her.
Right.
Because she didn't have
Yeah.
anything else to anchor.
Right.
Yeah.
Which also then makes more sense why the mom was like, she can't, like, she'll go over with me if she holds on much
Yeah.
longer.
And we get a better perspective of the kind of whole situation as the video goes on. But yeah, in the craziness of the moment, Taylor had failed to notice that the daughter was only holding on to the mother with one hand.
This is so classic go with the punches too. Like, okay, you grab both her legs and she's like, I can't, I have one arm. He's like, all right, I'll grab her arms. Like he just doesn't even, not phased. What's
Yeah.
next? We're going to figure it out.
And not to be like a total jerk, but she was like, wait, I should grab your foot? And he's like, no, grab your mom's foot.
It's like,
I mean, in
hold
that
on.
kind of situation, your brain, like,
You're like, what do I
there's
do?
no comprehension. It's just
Yeah.
like, we need to act. Maybe she thought like she needed to support him and he was going to support her mom.
Yeah, I know. As I was saying it, I was like, that could make sense,
Actually makes sense. Yeah. Just make sure I don't fall while I rescue her, basically. What
Yeah,
she
yeah,
probably
yeah.
thought he was asking.
Yeah,
Literally.
so true.
Okay, so the last clip that I will be playing is 50 seconds, and that means we are nearing the end of our story. And while people are still listening, I want to outline a couple of items about the trail. While the exact data is unclear, on average, the Columbia River Gorge sees about 2 trail-related fatalities per year, and primarily caused by cliff falls. In high incident or unusually severe weather years, this number has risen to 4 or more deaths within a short 6-month window.
Oh my gosh.
Local search and rescue teams respond to dozens of injuries and lost person reports annually. So clearly they are not
Because
messing
no
around.
one thinks,
No.
no one thinks it's going to happen to them.
They never do. Let's go ahead and play this last part.
You gotta hold on both. Try to hold on both feet.
I can't. I only have one arm.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I feel like. Mom. Oh, crap.
I'm pulling you up. I'm sorry. I'm pulling you up.
Mom, let him help.
Let your feet go down. Let your feet go down.
I am.
Give me your other arm.
Dang.
No, use your feet. Get back up here. You got this.
Okay, let me.
No, I'm not letting you go.
No, I got your other hand. Can you push your feet up? That's what I'm trying.
I'm gonna try to get under your armpit here. Ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a big hoist here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. Okay.
You all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's move over there to stable.
You're good.
Oh my gosh.
Holy guacamole.
So before I forget, quick note on that. I altered the original footage to cover the ladies' faces just because they said they wanted to remain anonymous, but for some reason, no one else opted to do that. So that is the only thing
weird.
I've altered to these clips.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fair
reactions.
enough.
She's up. What do you guys think now that you've seen him pull her up?
I mean, like, based on, like, I don't grunt like that unless something's, like, really strenuous. So just
Yeah.
hearing him have to put that much effort in.
And you could see his feet trying to find like any type of purchase. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I
that was
missed
not
that.
easy.
Plus the plants in the way. Like there was several factors, and keep in mind this trail's like 2.5 feet wide. So backing up to them is more of the mountain. So they're kind of like up against that as
Yeah.
well. They don't have a ton of room for leverage.
I do wonder, like, how steep it really was. Like, I feel like I could almost see the slope. Like, maybe she would have been okay. I don't know.
I would have a hard time.
It seemed like he
saying
did all that effort. Like, I don't know if she was really helping at all. I mean, she was planting her feet maybe, but he had to say it multiple times, and she was just like, just let go, just let go.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
Yeah. And we're talking 50 to 100 feet, so it would have not been like a straight air fall, right? She probably would have slid down this mountain, but either way, that's
still
injury and close to
hospitalized.
death.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Dang.
But that also I'm just thinking about her saying, just let me go, because
It's so crazy.
it's like maybe in her mind she thought she would be okay.
And great point, because do you guys remember the title of the episode?
I'm not letting go.
Wow.
Not letting you go.
Oh,
Pulled it
yeah.
straight. It's a quote, actually. So thought that was fun. Thoughts before I wrap this up?
Just the fact that, like, what if he wasn't there?
I know.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
How much longer?
And what if he wasn't strong enough to pull her up? Because he is full hoist, full effort, lifting a grown adult up a cliff, basically.
And if he wasn't there, she couldn't have done it, the daughter, on her own.
Yeah. He was using
He
two
could
arms.
barely do it. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
freaking nuts.
There's part of me too that wonders if she was like, let me go, because she thought maybe she could have climbed up if she had both arms, and he was just not willing to take that risk.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Maybe.
going to just do this, because if I let go and you continue falling and can't climb back up, then I have no way of getting you back. So he was like, I'm just going to hoist.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same.
Yeah.
It's just like how polite these women were through this. That she was like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry." Like,
Yeah.
girl,
What the heck?
you can be upset and scared.
And I
Yeah.
think a little bit too, you can hear in a longer part of the clip that I don't have. She said she was embarrassed. I mean, more than anything, I think she didn't want to feel vulnerable in the moment and didn't want
Yeah, I
to
can understand
inconvenience somebody
that.
else. Yeah, I feel like we can all relate to that. They went their separate ways after the event, and as we know, they wanted to remain anonymous. So Taylor was really the only one who could recount the events and tell all the details of the story. But to who? Well, if you already are someone who's pursuing a career in content creation, the next logical step after calling your friends and family is to record a TikTok. And this TikTok that I'll show you in a sec is the first thing that kicked off an absolute internet takeover for several weeks and months after the event. So let's go ahead and play that.
I'm excited to see what he looks like.
Right? Yeah.
Is it
If you want to hear a crazy story and see a crazy story, stay tuned. So I am in the Columbia Gorge. I was on a little hike doing some filming. You can see my arms now are all dirty. Doesn't look like I've just been filming. Looks like I got in a fight. But I didn't. So I'm walking and I hear a help, help. And there was a lady who had slipped over the edge of a cliff. It's probably like 50 feet down, maybe more, maybe 100 feet down. It was a long ways down to a waterfall. And her daughter had one arm, and I was able to help her daughter pull her up. It was nuts. Just right place, right time. There was nobody else around. But I was wearing a GoPro on my chest. So here's that video. Oh, and I want.
So he goes on to play the video, and there's a little bit more that I'll show you there, but we're not going to obviously watch the whole video again. I want to play the TikTok he posted just a couple hours before this TikTok, and it's actually the oldest video on his entire channel. So the one you just watched is his second oldest video, and the one I'm about to show you is the oldest one on his TikTok.
That's interesting.
Assumingly posted right before. So here's that. For our audio listeners, this video is showing Multnomah Falls, and he's slowly panning down towards what Julia will say is...
This is a box full of money.
So back in 2023, it was true that Taylor's content was focusing mostly on vlogging in nature. However, most of his content in nature contained one small extra detail: cash money, or more specifically, the CashBoxChallenge. And if you guys haven't heard of this, the premise is you get a box and you put a bunch of cash into it, and then he goes and he hides it in a random, non-easily identifiable public place. He then records that whole process and posts it to TikTok. His viewers are then encouraged to play internet detective to locate and drive to that location of the box of cash, and whoever finds it first gets the money. It's pretty much that simple.
That's
How
sick.
much cash?
From most of the videos, it looks like about $1,000, but it's like all in ones, so it looks like a lot more kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he always discloses how much. It's a concept I've seen done before, like over the years. It feels pretty harmless and actually maybe provides a bit of good for some real people and real communities.
Huh.
Kind of
Minus
just
the
that.
fact that he's sending him on these dangerous hikes.
This is true. And this might be why these weren't included in the interviews or the reports, or maybe he wasn't doing the Cashbox by this time, which as of this recording, he has more than 12,300 followers and over 46,800 likes across all of his videos.
So it's kind of a box out in the open, like
pretty much. It's not meant to be super hidden, but it's meant to not be obvious unless you know where it is.
Yeah. And you have to, he doesn't give a location at all, like not even a state, like you just have to know what that trail is. So
this was the video he posted. This is basically what he posts to his TikTok. And then the viewers see this and they're like, okay, I know it's at Montomo Falls or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And now I know it's at the top of this trail, at the top of the mountain. And look how steep that is. That's a good perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere here, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept.
So if my assumptions are correct, right before saving that woman, he was on the trail that day, leaving cold hard cash in the woods for complete strangers to find later. And somehow that just didn't come up in any interviews. So do you know what did come up? And actually pretty much all the interviews. And perhaps you've forgotten by now that there's one
fortune
last
cookie.
to reveal the fortune cookie. Exactly.
I was like, out of all the things in the entire world, what could it be? I don't know.
Well, I'm about to answer exactly that. The fortune in the fortune cookie read. Actually, I'll just let Taylor answer that question because he says it in the second part of this video here.
Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Panda Express because I ate there yesterday. It says, you will have an opportunity to shine this week. They're right every time, baby.
They're right every time, baby.
Every time.
Couldn't agree more.
You can always find a way to apply it.
Literally.
Thank you,
And
Panda Express.
sometimes they are right sometimes. I mean, not that time where they said I'd find love in February, but like they're right a lot of the times. With that, maybe Taylor just happened to be on that trail that day at the exact right time to save the mother and to leave someone a box of cash. Or maybe the fortune cookie gods knew right where to send him. But regardless of destiny or fate, Taylor had to do more than just be on the trail that day. He had to make the conscious effort to be the hero. And thus, the hero for episode 3 of Not a Murder Podcast.
Thank you to our supporter, Nicolas Cage, for...
Can't put that in.
Nicholas.
I had a dream last night that Amy Poehler was talking about us.
What a dream that would be.
She's like, oh my God. And this is not a paid sponsorship, but I just have to say, like, I love this new podcast that I just came across. It was real.
Oh my God. It will never happen, but we can dream.
Well, that's because you just said that. It's going to happen.
If you enjoyed today's story and want to support a small, family-operated podcast who just started out, a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts would make a huge difference if you have the time.
Like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You can find us at Not a Murder Pod.
Oh, and check out our merch. It's pretty sweet, and we offer free shipping on all domestic orders over $30.
Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Jay.
My name's Caitlin.
I'm Julia.
And that would make me Olivia.
And this has been your 3rd episode of Not a
Not a
Murder
Murder
Podcast.
I'll time it up in the edit. We're not doing this every time. We'll see you next week, where we get the privilege of hearing from sister number 3, who will be the host of episode number 4. Out next Tuesday. You won't want to miss it. See you there. Bang. Okay.
Fiend.
That's it.